Hey, this is Steve. Just a little demo on the newest version, 22 September 8 on the third version. For all of them, we're going to try to keep all of them together. So even if you download them individually or if you do the bundle, they'll all be together. Quick note on that, if you do try to load the bundle and you're trying to override a previously installed individual indicator, it's going to come up with a duplicate error. So you'll need to then go to your control panel and remove the Ninja script of that particular one. Then you'll be able to load it without a problem because it won't find a duplicate. Then at a later date, if you want to do it again on the bundle, the next time you do it, it'll just say override, and you do it, and that'll be the end of it. You don't have to remove it first. However, if you only want individual ones, then I would stick with loading individual ones and not do the bundle because of that duplication error. So in any event, these are all set. Now we've got all the templates, and I'll just start with the upper LEGO alphabetical order here. So the indicators are all defaults. So everything here, I'll get it smaller for you. Everything here for each individual one is defaulted. You notice the time is defaulted for this particular one is 8 to 12. If for some reason there's some news, it's really more important for crude or something, or maybe FOMC or something. But if you wanted to enable a second time frame, you can make it go from 8 o'clock to 10 in the morning, or 10:30 or 10:28 right before news, and then maybe start again at 10:33 or 10:35 in the morning, and then stop at noon, or however way you want to handle it. If that's unchecked, then it's going to ignore this this setting here. The sounds are loaded all individual with long and shorts for the particular market. Or now, if you want to change it, obviously you just click here and change it. If you don't want it at all, you can get rid of it. It's going to default to your SIM account. So if you forget to change that, then you're just going to get a bunch of SIM orders. It should default, or it will default, to the individual ATM strategy that's required for each of them, and they're all labeled, and they'll download for you automatically. And then these are all going to be limited with the exception of NASDAQ, which is a market. And then all these settings down here have their all unique numbers, and it's all going to default for you. Now, word of caution though is that if you've previously saved some settings, maybe with some different numbers of your goals or targets or whatever the case is, and you've saved it, in order to get these numbers, you're going to need to come down to template here down the corner and hit reset. Now you'll notice here it's 500. So if I hit reset, it brings you back to the default indicators that were there. That will give you a fresh start with the new version. Then if you want to go change them after that, then you have to resave it again as a default, or just save it as is, and then that'll be it. So that's it for that one. And they're all the same. So now the only one that might be a little different would be this one here, is Ruby for ES. I'll pull this one up. And with this one, if you notice down here, it has this unchecked. It's disabled, stop management. That's because it hasn't been behaving correctly or well enough for us. So again, everything else defaults to the time frames that are what we're referring to. But this is going to require the ATM management. And if you go into your ATM and you go to this one here, it's the 16 ticks stop and 17 profit. But you notice this is the only one that's going to have a Ruby break even. And again, this all defaults into your thing. So if you want to compare them and double check, by all means check it out. But they should all default. And this one is just basically break even at 9. So that's the only one. Now in the future, we hope to be able to get rid of that ATM logic and go back to the regular indicator logic, which is the internal stop management logic. So that's it. But that's the only one. And NASDAQ's the only one with the market orders. So the charts are 8 range, 8 range, 8 range, and then NASDAQ's 21. Other than that, should be good to go. Oh, and then one other thing, you're going to get a warning if you are on an older version. So it'll check, and if there's a newer version available, it's going to have a little newer version available. Please upgrade. So if you see that, you might want to go check the web page, and that, my friends, are right here. I'll shrink this down so you can see it. You would go to Tools, which is this page here, Entry Signals, and you can go down to the bottom here, and there's all your version updates and your settings and that stuff. And I've got to update this, but and that's it. And again, if you want to get emails on this, I would then highly recommend that you click this link right here, and it will pull you into this little short email list, and then that way you'll be able to get emails based on that. As far as you notice the status boxes on here, this is a separate indicator. You could download that also. It's free. Again, go to Tools, which I think I have on here, and status box right here. And then just download it right there as the newest version. And you can watch the video on that one if you want to know how to set it up. Status box video right here. All right, I think we're good to go. All right, thanks.